I've been speaking to a lot of the a lot of young ladies out here that have been going through a lot of issues and a lot of trauma. And the whole purpose of this live is so that, I want them to know that they're not alone. Not just them, anybody out there. You don't have to be a teenager. You don't have to be somebody my age. You could be somebody older that's been through it. And speaking on trauma, it's not something, easy to do. Um, a lot of people that go through trauma, hold on one second. A lot of people that go through trauma, like sometimes, they seek the help, sometimes they don't. A lot of the times they think that they could, end up resolving the situation alone and not realizing that sometimes we do need some type of support to, you know, help us. Here we go. That's what I was doing. And sometimes we do need some type of support to help us. All right. Um, Dealing with sexual assault is not something easy. And those people out here that overcome the situation, something is still loading on my, what is still loading? All right, those that know how to overcome the situation, they're considered a survivor. To me, once you're able, how can I say it? Once you're able to speak on your situation, right? Once you dealt with it and you're able to help the next person, you're way more than just a survivor. Now you're a warrior. Like a lot of people think that when you're sitting here and you're talking on your story, a lot of people faking it, a lot of people this. No, that's not always the case. A lot of people are scared to speak up on their story, to speak on their truth because they'll get bashed, they'll get put down, they'll get made fun of, and it's true. That happens a lot of the situations. A lot of people be like, oh no, that can't be true. That ain't happened. How do you know what happened unless you've been in this person's shoes? Unless you've walked a mile in this person's shoes. A lot of people come on here, what's crazy? Me, I'm gonna put it like this, surfing through these channels, these YouTube streets, a lot of people tell their stories in their own way, like how they're comfortable. The first time I spoke on my story, it wasn't easy. All right. I did it out of the heat of the moment because of everything that was happening to me, not realizing that my story was going to help a lot of people. And that's the crazy part. Like, I did it because, everything that was happening to me at the moment, the pressure, and I just wanted to show everybody, look, listen, man, this is why I'm doing this. Like, I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of that. Like, when the hell is we going to have peace? I lashed out and I just said everything because it's crazy, right? You would think that family would be the first ones there to help you out, but they'd be the first ones to push you in. I'm gonna put it like this: family will be the first ones to sit here and dig a hole and throw you in that ditch. Real shit. Like, and I said ditch with a D, not a B. I didn't say, ditch. Family will be the first ones. Like, yeah, we got friends that turn into enemies. We got friends that turn into haters, but family be the first one. Shout out to those out there, that have experienced having a family that's there for them, that rocks out for them, that it's able to pull them out when they're drowning in deep waters and stuff like that. But not everybody, and I mean not everybody, is fortunate enough out here to sit here and have somebody to help them, and not everybody is comfortable. You want to know what's the one thing that a lot of us survivors have? The one thing that we got in common is that we don't trust nobody. We have a hard time trusting anybody. And what's crazy is, right, that a lot of us, when we do end up trusting people, we end up being used and misused, and we don't realize. And when we do realize it, it's like, damn, you wake up You stand up, you speak for yourself, and now you're the villain. And that's the crazy part. Like, how you end up being the villain when you're standing up and speaking up for what's right. Let me tell y'all something, right? I had the same issues growing up that a lot of the young ladies and a lot of these young men have right now, have growing up. And the issue is trying to figure out who you can let all this out to, who you could trust. That's the hardest part right there. Who can you trust? Who is not going to sit here and make you feel like crap? Who's not going to sit here and bring you down? Who's not going to sit here and twist your story around? Like, who can you sit here and actually spill it out to? And who can sit here and actually give you some advice that you can actually listen to and think about and be like, damn, I didn't see it like this. That's the hard part. If not, it's the trust issues with the, and it's crazy because you gotta live by that one code. Because I've always said it to people, it's not always the issue, but it's rare for it not to be the issue. And I'm gonna be very honest. Like, yo, everything in life is not free. A lot of people out here, when they say, yo, I got you and I'm gonna reach out, yo, let me be that listening ear, it comes with something behind it. And I'm gonna be very honest, a lot of us fall for it, thinking that, oh, this person is going, that's where our trust issues go. That's where our trust issues leave, because we've had people sit here and say, we've got your back, da 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 da. But at the end, you'll be like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Like, is you here for me or is you against me? Like, why is you saying this if you know it's like this and not like that? So yeah, we all go through that issue, and it's like, damn if you do and damn if you don't. The only thing that I could say to a lot of people is, listen, man, speak your truth. Speak it, because regardless of anything, you're going to have somebody that's going to hate. You're going to have somebody that's going to rock out. You're going to have somebody that's going to understand, and you're going to have somebody that doesn't understand. It's always going to be somebody there that's going to have something to say. Why? Listen, I could never figure out that question, and can't nobody in this world sit here and answer it for me. I want y'all to realize, right? It's crazy that we still live in an era where a lot of people still cover up for pedophiles. A lot of people still cover up for molesters, like, for real. Hey, that shit, like, yo, I just giggled right there, because it's like, it's funny. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, y'all sit here and y'all say y'all fighting for this. Y'all say y'all against this, but it's crazy how y'all, I sit here and I see a lot of people be hypocritical to what they say. For the simple fact that a lot of y'all say y'all against all this stuff, but y'all rock with people that do stuff like this. I personally, not just because of what I went through, not just because I am a surviving warrior, I personally cannot sit here and rock with somebody that has the mind sick enough to sit here and do things with kids they shouldn't have to, force kids to do things they don't want to. I can't rock out with somebody that covers up for people that do these type of things. I don't know if it's just me, or I was meant to be like this, or because of what I went through made me like this. But I'm gonna be very honest. I feel as though that spiritually, whether I'm in this vessel, in this body, here in another life, I'm still going to feel and think the same way. So my past could have made me to think like this, but regardless of anything, I was going to think like this. It's me, it's who I am. I'm against all that.